What's up, everybody? Hope you are well. Sorry it's been so long since I have made a video. My intention with coming back on the iRacing platform was to kind of chronicle my first season back, but it's hard to get motivated to make videos, frankly. I would rather be driving, but I'm sure you can understand that if you're watching this video. That being said, I am planning on making some more music-centric videos coming up soon, but I did want to get this video out there. So let me kind of give you an introduction to what this video is going to be. I love the Nürburgring. I always look forward to races there, and I have high expectations of myself, particularly on that track. And so this video is to chronicle basically 2 or 3 months of Nürburgring races. I was previously in this kind of sim racing video series chronicling the Porsche Cup series that I was doing. And I did do 8 races. I finished the complete season there, but the last, aside from the Nürburgring week, the last 2 races were really uneventful. I wanted to go through the what happened in the few months that I have been trying to do Nürburgring races, starting in October and going all the way to January. So let me pull up a spreadsheet, because I am a nerd and I love spreadsheets. So here's what this spreadsheet is all about. I just wanted to kind of keep track of the sequence of events that happened in this time frame. So I've got a few categories here: the date, the car, the series that I participated in for that race, my starting position, was there an issue, who was at fault, and then my finish position, and then position change relative to where I started. So let's start with October 11th. So this was the first Nürburgring race that I took part in since I came back on the service. I was in the top split in the 296, and this was, I think I featured this race on my channel, but this is one where I got rear-ended. The first one I got rear-ended and taken out. You can see that one if you want. And then the second, and obviously I crashed, somebody rear-ended me. The fault was the opponent. My finishing position was 22nd, started 12th, so I lost 10 positions. On to October 12th. So I did that series again because I like that car, I like the track, I like the series, it's fixed, so I don't have to mess with setups. The first race of October 12th, I started in P10. I actually got rear-ended again and taken out. I started 10th, I finished 19th. That costed me 9 positions. This one was just a kind of, I got kind of pit maneuvered going into, what is that, Arnberg, on the inside by some guy on the inside who wasn't close enough to actually make the pass work, and so crashed out, and that one ended up losing 9 positions. On to the second race of October 12th, I was put into the second split on this race, and I started P1, so this was the race I had the most potential to actually win. I was very nervous because obviously I had a couple bad races before that, and so starting out in first was very nerve-wracking, but I promptly spun on turn 1, which was hilarious and very frustrating. But the rest of the race was actually pretty fun because I caught up to the guy in P1 by the end of the race, and he actually ended up finishing just ahead of me, a few tenths ahead. I wasn't able to pass him before the last turn, but on that race, I spun. Obviously, it was my fault, and then I finished second, lost 1 position. I did an Aston Martin GT4 race on October 22nd. This was also a Ringmeister series. I started in 4th. I ended up spinning, this time in Kallenhard, which was very unusual. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I think I lifted off the throttle a little bit too much when the tires were cold. At any rate, I finished 22nd in that one, lost 18 places. October 27th, the next race was in the Volkswagen Jetta. I started 11th, the VR blanked out. It went like gray for a minute, and I crashed into a wall because I couldn't see anything. So that one costed me 4 positions. I actually worked my way up to 7th before that, but ended up losing 3 positions. This one in November actually featured on my channel. Some guy, again, I think it was pit maneuvered is like the terminology for that, by some guy who wasn't far enough alongside to actually make a move. And so he spun me out and I crashed. But I somehow ended up gaining 2 positions in that race. I'm not sure how that happened. Then Porsche Cup arrives, and I'm super excited about this because that's the car I've been racing all season, and I love the track, and so I gave it a shot on several times. So the first race I started P4, so pretty good starting position. I ended up spinning at Adnar Forest. I made up 2 positions. I was up to like P14 after that, and then I hit another wall before YouTube corner, and then netcode at the very end on the last straightaway of the last lap caused me to crash into somebody, and then he retaliated, put me against the wall, and I ended up in P16 with a heavily damaged car. So that was a loss of 12 positions. November 14th, so I'm starting on pole position for this race. Super excited, very nervous. I don't spin in the first corner, which I was, of course, very excited about. I'm leading the race by like 8 seconds, and you can see that here. Unfortunately, something happened. I lost traction, and I got some oversteer, and it snapped me into the wall. And that made me take damage to the point where I actually had to, it told me I needed to go into the pits. I was really frustrated because I had 1 lap to go and I was in the lead, and I decided to stay out, and then this happened. So that one was on me, obviously. I finished P18, I lost 17 positions. Devastating. I was super frustrated by that one. I decided to get right back on the horse, do another race right away. This one was okay. I started first again. It was in the second split again, but I lost several positions. Some of the guys were much faster than me, and so that was my fault. Lost 3 positions, but not a bad finish. That one was okay. And then November 15th comes, and I'm starting P2, so pretty good qualifying still. And I actually ended up, as you can see here, taking the lead by the end of the first turn. So I was leading, trying to keep it very calm. And then this happens. And this was at Fairsiphon, the slowest corner on the racetrack. Again, I think it was just because I had cold tires, and you know, I don't think I did anything too abrupt or upset the car too much, but you know, the Porsche Cup car is notorious for stuff like this happening. So unfortunately, I ended that race in P9. That was actually a fun race because I was all the way into 24th. I was in last place, as you can see from that clip, but I worked my way back up to P11. So that was actually a fun race for me. So those are the races that happened before the one I'm actually going to show you. This was on January 4th. So obviously no races on the ring in December, but I decided to try it again in the GT3 class. I am so nervous for this race. I'm starting P1 again. It's a little bit different because it's a rolling start, which I don't know if that makes it easier or harder for me, but pretty heavy strength of field. This was the 4th out of 11 splits. Strength of field is 2063. So needless to say, I was very nervous about this going in. What's gonna happen? Let's find out. did it, guys. I finally did it. I don't know if you could tell, but I was so nervous. I was shaking, my hands were shaking, my feet were shaking, my vision was shaking a little bit in the VR, because I just didn't want to make that same mistake again. I didn't want to blow it with a P1 start. So super happy, and the way this race ended up, it was just so satisfying after all the trouble that I'd been through. I was really proud of myself. And I actually did another race in this a couple days later in this same series and won that one too. So, you know, here I was thinking I'd never win a race on the Nürburgring again. And, you know, I would just blow it every time, but I didn't. So let's take a look at the results. I gained some safety rating for this 0.4, as you usually do with the Nürburgring races. I gained a 97 I rating. Let's see, best lap time was at 8:05.9. I actually did faster laps in that second race because I wasn't so nervous, because like I broke the curse, and so the lap times were a little bit faster. But great race, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching that and just waiting for another spin that thankfully never came. In case you were curious, I ended up in, let's see, 14th in Division 3 for the Porsche Cup Fixed Series. So that's how I ended up. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your patience. And I'll see you in the next video.